Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Here it is, your first semis in your hopeful circuit. Doodle versus Pollo. And so far, it looks like Doodle is the first to get a Tetris on the board. Poyo shortly follows suit. Things are looking pretty clean here to begin the openers. Poyo is having to take a few more burns than he probably would like. Here it is, another Tetris for Poyo. Poyo starting to kind of build up some momentum. Doodle, flawless couple of lines here early on. There is Tetris for Doodle. Really clean 18 play. Doodle, flawless opener. Poyo had to take 4 burn lines. Not all at once, but kind of spread out. Doodle gonna take the first couple of set of burn lines here. Nice trip over there for Poyo. And, ooh, Poyo trying to find a way to open up the well. Gets it open. And still has to cover it up temporarily. Does get a nice set of pieces. And Tetris for Poyo. Gonna be a little bit ahead of Doodle. Started a little bit earlier than Doodle did. Doodle had to do some pre-game adjustments. $207 now for Doodle. What a opener. 176 for Poyo. And man, the stacking has looked incredibly clean from both these players so far. Doodle having a... Oh, I thought Doodle was actually going to set up the delayed burn there. Would have been an interesting solve. Hey, there's nothing wrong with bananas. Dude, especially if you're an athlete. Like, bananas are so freaking goated. Like, I've gotten a Charlie horse once, and ever since then, I ate a banana a day. Bro, it was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. Like, I cried. $293 for Poyo, $288 for Doodle. Poyo actually taking a slight advantage. Very slight advantage, though. Oh, that's a perfect O. Is going to fill that in just fine. But now Poyo has a decision here to make. Is he going to set up for a column 9 or is going to try and find some way to actually go for the row 2? There it is. Dirty Tetris for Poyo. 343 to 335. Really phenomenal game right here from both players. Doodle with the slight advantage in terms of pace. But we're almost as even as you can get it. Poyo, of course, going for these column 2, or not column 2, column 10, row 2 Tetrises. Got my columns and rows mixed up there briefly, but going for these kind of elevated, slightly elevated setups to try and maintain as much efficiency as possible. And a couple tricky pieces right there. Doodle finds a way, or not Doodle, Poyo finds a way to navigate through it. Still a little bit uncomfortable, but there it is. Tetris for Poyo. Still trailing by around 11,000 points, and both players have a clean board. Poyo's going to go ahead and commit to the 3-line burn, double and single. And Poyo just having to take a lot of skims here. And, ooh, that is a tough misdrop. Misses the spin as well, so he's not going to have an effective solve here. This could get dangerous. We are around a little under 20 lines away from the transition, so there's still plenty of time to try and get out of this and manage it to have a good board state. $453 for Pollo, $521 for Doodle. Make that $544 as Doodle takes a pretty commanding advantage here going into level 19. When we take a look at both of these players, Doodle just clean down at the bottom, not a hint of trouble, as Pollo only has 2 lines left to go to level 19. There it is, Pollo transitions at 464. A passable transition, but not a passable board. Set up for a dirty Tetris, finding ways to navigate through it safely. Good burns. Unfortunately, eyepiece came a tad bit too late. Still looking for efficient ways to burn out. That left side's looking dangerous. Doodle transition, or not about to transition. Nice, getting that eyepiece over there for Pollo. Doodle's gonna transition with a 600,000 transition. Pollo over here fighting for survival, making a valiant effort as well. Nice taps all the way over to the left. Not gonna go for the J flat burn, instead gonna utilize that eyepiece. Great burns, needs an L or a J. There's the L, followed up by the J and the eyepiece. Not gonna use it to unlock the well, actually. Gonna throw it over to the left and still can't use this long bar for attention. There it is! What a dig from Pollo! Truly was able to calm the nerves and dig out with such precision. Absolutely phenomenal play right there. However, it's far from over, down by more than 100,000 points. Pollo has to get into scoring position, has to get into it soon. Doodle is looking clean. Oh, actually overshoots that eyepiece, but Pollo's not in a position to capitalize. Doodle almost here. And there it is, Tetris for Doodle. Pollo opens up the well, knocks down a Tetris. 553 to now 707 here, and Doodle is a level behind. Pollo having to go for a little bit more risky setups, and once again misses that same S-spin. Sets up for a dirty Tetris though, but it's just gonna burn out of it and can't really afford too many more of these burns. Looking for the ideal piece to burn out and just stuck in this perpetual dig. Has to take another triple. $605 now for Pollo. 800,000 for Doodle. A level and a half behind. Pollo still going for this row 2. Able to tap those pieces all the way over to the left, but it might be in trouble. No, gets the eyepiece. There's the Tetris, but I'm not sure what can be done here. Down by almost 200,000 points, and we're heading into 29. Pollo is the tapper out of the two, and something catastrophic has to happen to Doodle right now for a chance at a comeback to happen before 29. $655 to now $872. Pollo still just not getting ideal pieces to set up for anything. Only has 3 Tetrises remaining. 2 lines left to burn. Has to go for row 2 here. Or rather, 1 line left to burn to get all 3 Tetrises. There's one. Who's gonna take the final burn. Can't burn anymore. And, oh, RNG punishing Pollo for attempting to go perfect. Pollo gets one last Tetris, and 735 going into 29. Nothing that can be done. Doodle takes game number 1 with a commanding 200,000 point lead while being nearly a level 2 full levels behind. There it is. There's the max. Trying to go for the 1.1 here. Let's go ahead and count them down. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. You know, who actually came up with the hover 3? Like, actually, it's so ingenious. Let's see. Things are looking pretty stable. Oh, Pollo commits to another burn here. Yeah, I wanted to say that it was Moo that came up with the hover 3. And Doodle having a tough opener. Poyo, oh. Couple of misdrop over here from Poyo. Gonna have to just go for the flat J-tuck. And oh. This is actually getting really complicated. Beautiful burn. Wait, Poyo didn't decide to throw the long bar over to the right-hand side. Okay, still finds a cleanish way to navigate through it. And because of that dig, Doodle has caught back up. But so far, things are looking pretty even. 130 for Poyo, 144 for Doodle. Long bar dependency, and Doodle actually goes to opt to fill in the long bar dependency. No, there was a little bit of a poll posted on CTM's YouTube channel, if I'm not mistaken, on whether people would go for the Tetris or go and fill in the dependency. And I feel like back in like the 2020 era, I felt like more people would have gone for the Tetris. Anyways, 221 for Poyo, 218 for Doodle. And right now, both players just kind of have to get the well uncovered. 247 now, 221. Poyo having to do some more digging here. And Tetris for Poyo. Doodle with a lead, actually. And oh, Poyo goes for the delay burn and passes up on the Tetris. Decides to fill in the isolated J-piece dependency. Doesn't have to burn any lines, so doesn't necessarily have any detrimental impact on the board. And you kind of get some of those situations in a non-same piece set match where normally both you and your opponent are getting the same long bar, and you missing out on opportunity to utilize said long bar can result in you being forced to take some burns, especially at that kind of height. But that's, you know, part of the positive side of the volatility that you get when you and your opponent don't play same piece sets. Really focuses on your adaptability. 370 now, 364. Poyo now goes up to 393. Advantage his favor. Doodle trying to get in Tetris ready position, and it's gonna have to knock down a Tetris. And oh, that hole is tediously placed on column 4. Nice tuck over there for Poyo, and somehow survives. But all right, nice down stacking effort over here from Poyo, narrowly avoiding a potential top out. And Poyo actually in a lot of trouble. Long bar dependency on the right-hand side. Needs the long bar to at least burn a double or something. Not going to go for the S placement, and hangs the eyepiece on top. 432. Doodle needs to get 433. Only a couple more lines. A triple is actually good enough here. but does so with a Tetris. Game number 2 goes to Poyo. Or not to Poyo, to Doodle. I just so happened to look at Poyo when I was saying that. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Doodle already goes up to match point here. A little bit of an earlier top out, or an early top out from Poyo here in game number 2. In game number 1, just Poyo got stuck in a dig that lasted basically the entirety of the post transition. Didn't really see too many Tetrises get scored until like the last level or so. There it is. Both players starting off pretty clean. Doodle wants to get another flawless opener. Pretty clean boards so far. Doodle taking, it appears, 3 burns only. And Poyo getting actually a slew of difficult pieces to work with. Nice burns over here for Poyo. Dude's going to be able to take advantage. Been forced to take a couple more burns, so no longer on a near perfect score, but very respectable efficiency. Poyo still. There it is, Tetris for Pollo, down by 50,000 points. 55 to be more precise. There is Tetris over here for Pollo, and Tetris for Doodle. 280 now, 225. Pollo's finally gotten the board under control. There it is. 2 quick Tetrises for Poyo. Starting to kind of leap ahead in line slightly. Doodle just keeping it strong. Poyo having to commit another triple. There's Tetris for Poyo. 311 now, 380. There is Tetris for Poyo. Doodle, 405 now. And ooh. Like the little setup that Poyo did right there. We are nearing the transition, a little bit under 30 lines for Poyo, and 30 lines exactly for Doodle. Not anymore following that triple. Both players seem to be running into a drought of some sorts. And they both get the eyepiece. And Doodle, ooh, interesting adjustment. I like the mythology behind this. Is going to be looking for a couple of pieces. And wow, just having to throw those S's all the way over. Is set up for a Tetris and can get a perfect well transfer. There's the eyepiece. Tetris over there for Doodle. 513 and now 455. We've kind of equalized on lines, but the boards are definitely not in an equal state. Poyo, eyepiece dependent over there in column 3. Would like to get an eyepiece. Oh no. This might be it for Poyo. Needs to find some way to dig out. Commits an extra rotation and it's not going to happen. Poyo tops it at 459. Doodle advances to the finals. Valiant effort from Pollo in the last 2 games, just trying to survive these tough pieces. But Doodle, just too strong and consistent. So let's go ahead and hop over to our others. Get our other 2 players set up on the other side of the bracket. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Peyton having to deal with some early troubles here. And wow, the vid set up over there by Jepper. So far, things are starting off in Jepper's favor here. 127 for Jepper, 70k for Peyton, make that 93k. There it is, Tetris for Jepper. And Peyton setting up for a dirty. Not going to get quite the pieces to go for it, so just going to have to take the triple. There is Tetris 158 to now 184. There's some pretty clean and more so static Tetris play. Peyton has gotten the board under control and has managed to bring the game back into a pretty even position here. Jepper, a little bit of trouble. And oh, this might be looking like it could be it for Jepper. Can't get anything over to the left with Das and not going to even attempt to swap to roll. Peyton takes game number 1. We go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Clean openers so far. Jepper off with a very efficient start. Peyton going to fall slightly behind here. Now to commit a couple burns on the right-hand side to get Tetris ready. As in J-piece dependency, forced to use the I-piece for it. And gonna actually commit to the triple. And Peyton is taking a good approach for this. You definitely see the goal here, trying to stay as clean as possible. Minimize the opportunity for early top outs. It's kind of, you know, what Jepper did in game 1, and that's what Pollo did in the last 2 games of the previous set. So minimizing early top outs are definitely a key to success here, especially considering how small the sample size, or rather how small the match size is. It's the best of 5. You lose 1 game from an early top out and you're automatically going to have to play from behind, or in the case of right now, Peyton would lose the advantage that they currently have. But 178 to now 236. Nice Z-spin over there for Jepper. He's been able to take advantage of this situation. And oh, okay, Peyton actually gonna fill in the isolated J-piece dependency as opposed to going for the Tetris first. Peyton still trying to get back into scoring position. Jepper 330 at 70 lines. Looking on track for a 600k transition. And Peyton's going to go for the double. Can try and go for... Yeah, it looks like Peyton's going to go for row 3. And Peyton's just really having a really tough time here. And this is going to be a rough dig for Peyton. And Jepper just has such a strong lead. Peyton's making a valiant effort to survive. Set up for a dirty Tetris, actually. Looks like could have had a potential Daz error there, but recovers smoothly. Tetris for Peyton. And Peyton's 20 lines left to the transition. Jepper no longer looking at a 600k transition, but is looking at a mid to high 500k. Peyton should be able to survive upon transitioning. It's not going to be the most friendliest board, but survival is definitely likely. So transition for Peyton. Safer stack. Jepper, on the other hand, it's going to transition at 524. 130,000 point lead. Ooh, early misdrop over here for Jepper. Peyton starting to make a comeback now. Jepper has been experiencing some trouble here early. Transition. Phenomenal dig. Set up now for a center. Well. $433 for Peyton. $566 for Jepper. Up by 130,000. Jepper behind a level. So the lead could be grandized a little bit more. $495 to now $606. $528 for now Peyton. Still maintaining the same deficit, but there's Tetris for Peyton. 624 to now 658. Has made a substantial comeback here. And not too far ahead in lines, and that only ahead in lines by a level. So if something bad happens for Jepper, the comeback is entirely possible. 700,000 for Jepper, 658 for Peyton. And ooh, Peyton needs that eyepiece right now. Going all in for this Tetris, and unfortunately gets punished. Not going to be able to get anything over to the left-hand side. Jepper is good for game number 2. We go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So far, good open over here for Peyton. 101 to now 59. Jepper struggling to get on the board too much. Had to cover up that kind of dependency. That was going to become a long bar dependency. Goes for a split triple. And should be able to go for Tetrises now. Jepper 128, Peyton 242. $271 to now $183. Peyton, oh no, Peyton's in a lot of trouble here. If perfect pieces come, oh, beautiful. Needed that piece for a flat burn. Gets an I piece. Would love to see a J piece, maybe? Still would like a J piece or an I piece. Oh, perfect triple right there. And okay, Peyton gets the I piece, much needed there. Nice dig over there for Peyton. And actually, Peyton still holds the lead. It's probably going to go away just because of the pace advantage from Jepper, but that was a prime opportunity for Jepper to take advantage and really build up something terrifying. You're nearing the transition, though. $442 for Peyton. 411 for Jepper. Still has a pace advantage. And oh, Peyton lost dazzle on that T piece, needs to get an I piece and stays alive. We are tied 1-1 for the overall set, and oh no. Peyton's gonna have to dig deep here. Gonna decide to just go for the O-flat placement, and I'm not sure if anything can be done. Peyton tops out at 481. Jepper only needs 482. At this point, a triple would be good enough. Not even. That double and that single is not enough. One more single, and there it is. 482. Jepper takes game number 3. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Right. Peyton needs to win this next game in order to bring us to a decider. Jepper needs to win this to play up against Doodle. Peyton going. Oh, interesting setup here. Gonna go for the tuck on the T-piece there. .109 to now 101. Jepper, oh no. Wait, I think there is still a way that's possible, but oh, that left side. Jepper has an early top out. We're going to a decider. Then just don't lose das. Or if you lose das, be like NGC man and slow tap your way out of it. All right, you got it ready from both players. Let's go ahead and count them down. Here it is, the decider. Both players, same amount of burn lines. Not anymore. Peyton took one more. If you want to talk about credit reports, I mean, majority of people don't even, you know, realize that they have to build credit when they're in like the teenage years. I believe you got to be 18 to start, if not. But yeah, building credit's pretty important. I mean, I just started building my credit 6 months ago, just about. I have a pretty decent credit score, and yeah, you can see Peyton agrees. 118 to now 104. Peyton with the advantage here early on. $210 and now 177. Peyton just having a little bit more of an efficient start here. $305 to now $249. Peyton off to an amazing game here. Sorry about that. Gotta love that classic iPhone ringtone. Joke's on you, it's not either of my phones. Besides, answering the phone nowadays, if it's a number I don't recognize, like, I used to love scam baiting, but like, dude, like, all the scripts they have, they're just like too dumbed down for me to like go actually anywhere with them. Yeah, I mean, I'm not their target demographic anyways, you know? Those scam callers generally try to target people that are in their, a little bit past their prime. Nice way to say it. I mean, the best scam bait I had was like 3 hours long. And the best part is I never let the guy, never let the guy connect to my computer either. Oh. Coinbase is for crypto, but they're trying to get you to connect to the account. It's likely they're gonna like extort your wallet if you had one. But enough about that. 402 to now 358. Jepper trying to dig out of this. Are you talking about Kit Boga or Scammer Payback? Because there's like two of them now, I know. I mean, to be fair, Lapis, in this day and age, it's pretty easy to convince a lot of people that you're an adult. I mean, I'm impressed you managed to do it, but yeah, it's pretty easy. 432 to now 396. Hey, at least Coinbase is somewhat better than FTX. One line away from transition here in the decider. Jepper transitions at 489. Oh, Peyton is going to transition at 528. Personally, Kit Boga, like, it's better to watch the YouTube videos. Watching on stream, it's like cool, but then like you just kind of gets repetitive. And ooh, a couple of misdrops over here for Peyton. Jepper trying to make a comeback here, down by around a little bit under 40,000, or a little bit over 40,000 actually. Tetris for Peyton. Jepper is set up. And there it is, Tetris for Jepper. Oh, Peyton actually is going to commit to the triple. That allows Jepper to knock down a Tetris and close the gap to now only one Tetris range. Peyton love. All right, nice. Hits the pole balls, getting those pieces over to the left. Masterfully done. Tetris for Peyton. Still holding on to this 40,000 point lead. Gonna go for the safety triple. 652 to now 625. And oh, Peyton hangs and hangs on top of it. Just hang on top of hang. Jepper needs a Tetris and change, I believe. And that Tetris is gonna put him at 656. Jepper advances to the finals. I almost said the playoffs. Whoa there. But amazing dash. I believe that was on level 22 over there for Peyton. Level 22, level 21. Phenomenal display of dash control. Fortunately, just lost dash and could not recover quick enough.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.